Hello everyone and welcome back. We're going to do a two-part video on cleaning this firearm. This is the Ruger Mark IV 2245. And the reason that I'm doing this is simply because I've looked it up on YouTube. And we're talking about the Mark IV 2245, not the Mark III. The Mark IV. And we're talking about the 2245 Lite, not just the plain old Mark IV. And the reason I'm doing this is because all they do is show you videos like what I'll show you right now. Before we get started, please like and subscribe, and please leave a comment of what you think of this video, and hopefully we can have a discussion of what you think, and let me know if you think my research that I'm about to tell you about was informational and helped you with your firearms, if you have this particular firearm, with your firearm experience and cleaning it. So, okay, first thing we're going to do here is we're going to make sure that this firearm is safe. Right now, you can see it's on red, so you're able to fire it. Red, you're dead. It's up, now it's on safe. You have a magazine in the mag well. Keep your finger off the trigger, pull the bolt back, and it will lock back. That's because the magazine is empty. Drop the magazine, it'll fly right out. Now, the gun is on safe. Now, you can pull it back, you hear it click, and just let it slide forward. You don't have to always let it slam forward. Just let it slide forward. Now, you have a button here on the back. Press the button in, and it will very easily lift off, and you can wiggle it out of that spot. Now you have the frame. You can look inside. You can see how dirty that may be, and it is dirty. And it's not burnt carbon. It is carbon dust. So we'll clean that up and all that. Now you can take your bolt out, and you can see up here at the face of the bolt how dirty that is. So we're going to wipe that off, wipe the whole bolt down, give a very thin coat of oil, and then eventually I will show you, if need be, how to take this spring out. But there are videos of that, of how to take this spring out, how to take out the firing pin and the spring underneath of that to check on it, because it has a tendency to break. And you take out this little pin, and then you can get that firing pin out. And you can also, you take out this extractor, and you take out the little spring behind that, and then you can check on all that. Then you have it all broken down, and you can really clean this bolt. You only need to do that every once in a while, just to check on that firing pin spring that's underneath of this, and just to get it clean, because 22 can be real dirty and you want to get it clean. So, but that will be for another time, because it's not dirty enough to worry about that at this moment. So we have that. Now we have the receiver, and it's dirty. It's dirty inside of here. It's not super dirty, but it's dirty, and it needs a cleaning. Now, I'm going to tell you one thing I already did. I had taken off this little thread protector cap, which is plastic. It's a harder plastic, and just to show you, remember that there is a crush washer that goes on the back of that. I had taken 91% isopropyl alcohol, had put it on a pad. I had a couple pads, and I cleaned all that powder residue and carbon and all that off of the very tip and checked the threads. And then I wiped down the entire receiver, the outside of the receiver, with that alcohol to get all the carbon dust and all that. There was no carbon dust in the barrel area, in the gold part of the barrel area, and all that. And I haven't oiled anything. I just wiped it clean. And then I put everything back. If you notice something that's here that people never show you, is you can see that there is a groove on the back of this barrel, the thread cap. And it's smooth on the other end. The smooth part goes to the front. And then you just screw it back on. And then I'm going to hand tighten this. To get this off was very hard for me. I was trying and I couldn't get it off. And we happen to have the old, the older people who are watching this, who are more in my age group, would remember the old rubber pads you used to use to open up the old pickle jars and stuff like that. That's what I had to use to get this off, because it was really on there tight. And I'm going to use that again once I'm done cleaning everything to put it back on. And my concern about this firearm is you can't clean this firearm like you usually clean all your other firearms. For the simple reason is this receiver is aluminum. And it's been anodized this color of gray. The barrel is stainless steel, cold hammer forged stainless steel, and that has been anodized. So has the trigger. And we're going to go over to Ruger's site now, and I'm going to show you the specs on this, not the full specs, just that what I had just said is to confirm what I had said is true. And the reason I'm doing this in the detail that I'm doing it is because when I look this up, all you see is the videos of everybody showing how easy it is to take down compared to the older version of it. So, okay, you can only watch, you see those videos of people taking it down. Now you know how to take it down. Now you got to know how to clean it. There's about 5, maybe 6 videos of people cleaning it. Some of them are the exact same, the gun, the Mark IV 2245 Lite, and some are the Mark III. And they're just cleaning them with regular cleaning solution, whether it's Hoppies, Ballistol, M-Pro 7, CLP, and all that stuff. And this is anodized aluminum and anodized stainless steel. So we're going to go to Ruger's website, and then we're going to go to a quick Google search and what I found. And what people should know. Because it may not happen right away, but it will over the long term. So we'll go to that site right now. We'll be back. Here we are on Ruger's website. And this is the Mark IV 2245 Lite, which is the pistol we're talking about. And we can see here they're all the same model, they're just different colors. So we have the gold one, and this looks like black, and we have the color that's mine, that gray, and then we have silver, and kind of an off red or an orangey red, and then you have pink or purple rather, green. This looks like a tan, blue, purple, blue, green, red, a dark blue, and then this is the same color as what mine is. So you have all these real nice colors, and some have gold barrels with gold triggers. You know, a lot of them have the gold triggers, and some have black, and you can see how they're appealing in colors to women and all that, and it depends on what color you like, you know, gold and all that kind of stuff, because everybody's sick and tired of a black gun. Every gun you see is black, so people get sick of it. So let's pull up here, and we'll just, doesn't matter which one, we'll just pull up the spec sheet here. So there you go, you got a nice big picture of it, and you see this nice anodized barrel, and you can see right here, receiver material is aluminum. The grip frame is polymer. The finish is gold anodized, so it's anodized aluminum. And, you know, we won't get into all this other stuff. Yeah, it's got a threaded barrel, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we all know that kind of stuff. If you look at some of this other stuff that they have down here, it says features a lightweight, ventilated, aerospace grade aluminum receiver and a tensioned stainless steel barrel. So it's a stainless steel barrel. The tensioning is just, you know, it gives it more strength, but it's an aerospace grade aluminum that has been anodized. You have a cold hammer forged barrel, and I agree with the statement they have, results in an ultra precision rifling that provides exceptional accuracy and longevity. I agree with that. I like cold hammer forged barrels for a lot of reasons that can be for, you know, another video. Cold hammer forging, I think, is the best way to go, unless you want to go spend the money and have a custom barrel made. So we're dealing with aluminum. This, you figure this firearm is stainless steel barrel, aluminum receiver. Now you have a gun steel bolt, but you have a polymer lower. So it's all polymer. Now, when we get into cleaning, we go to this. It says, what do you clean anodized aluminum with? Use an abrasive cleaning technique with a gentle soap. An abrasive cleaning sponge with a mild dishwashing liquid can work well. Do not use harsh, acidic, or alkaline cleaners because they may destroy the finish. Use solvents with care as they may stain the finish. Another question. Will rubbing alcohol damage analyzed aluminum? Surprisingly, analyzing is quite resilient to organic solvents, while alcohol or acetone will quickly remove ink from a permanent marker. For example, they will not damage or fade colored anodizing and can be excellent for cleaning purposes. And you have here, how do you clean and shine anodized aluminum? Much like painted surfaces, an anodized finish should be cleaned using mild soap solutions to retain its original beauty. Products that are safe for use with bare hands, including most commercially cleaning products, can be safely used. The cleaning solutions should be applied with a soft cloth, sponge, or brush. Can you clean anodized aluminum with acetone? If the anodic coating is damaged, this will have a negative impact on any color anodizing. As a general rule, mild soap, alcohol, and acetone can be used to clean the surface. And that's everything that I've looked with a Google search. Okay, we're back now, and you see what I mean about the anodized aluminum, the anodized stainless steel, even though the barrel is cold hammer forged, which I like. I don't want to ruin the finish on this gun. You know, I spent good money for it. I want to take care of it, and I want to have this looking the best that it is and the best that it can for as long as I own it. So that if I go to sell it, it looks just like it does today. With only 200 rounds shot through it, I could have 6,000 rounds shot through it. It should look exactly the same as it does right now. That's what I expect. And that's what I want my firearms to look like. There's some people are different. There's some people who wouldn't even clean this gun till after they have over 1,000 or 2,000 rounds through it. As long as it's not giving them any problems, they'll keep shooting it. But everybody likes something different. I clean my guns every time I shoot them. When I'm done, I clean them. Whether it's a little, I figure it's easier to clean a little bit than have to clean when it's so filthy that I can't get it clean. That's just me. So we'll show real quick because I'm going to call Ruger. Tomorrow I will call Ruger and I'm going to ask them. So we put the bolt back in. Very simple. Hook this little latch back up. And you simply just snap it on. There it is. We're going to leave the mag out. There's no reason to have the mag in. It's going to stay on safe. And I'm going to put this back in the case until after I talk to Ruger. And I'm going to ask Ruger because even in their owner's manual, it talks about taking it apart and it talks about cleaning it. But even the picture in the owner's manual is of just the Mark IV. And it may say on there the 2245 because of the grip angle, but they're all the same internally. They don't mention a word, not one word, of how to take care of this anodized aluminum. And you saw in the comments that we just watched what can happen if you use harsh chemicals on this. You could wear it off, it could come off. Now it may take time. You know, if you clean it constantly, every time you fire it, you clean it, and you're using harsh chemicals like hoppies or ballistol and all that, eventually, if you're wiping this all down to get it clean and all that, eventually it's going to start wearing the finish off. I don't want my gun to look like that. So I'm going to ask Ruger what they recommend to clean the anodized aluminum and see what they have to tell me. And then I'll get back to you in part 2. So thank you for watching, and leave your comments and let me know what you think about what we just saw. Okay, have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you in part 2, and I will let you know exactly what Ruger said and what they recommend. And then we'll take it from there. All right, bye-bye. Thank you.